It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, UNAIDS is the leading advocate for global action against HIV and AIDS. Their mission is to eliminate AIDS as a global public health threat by the year 2030. And every year, they release a World AIDS Day report containing statistics and updates. Now, this year they will be launching the report right here in our very own South Africa. And in fact, it's happening today at 9 a.m. in Khayelitsha. And we're honored to be joined by the Executive Director of UNAIDS, Mr. Michel Sidibé. Good to have you on the show, Mr. Sidibé.
Thank you very much.
Wow, very, very exciting times, especially with regards to what's happening today. But please, can you tell me, just to contextualize, why did you decide to launch the report in South Africa?
I think South Africa is very important. We have to remember that a few years back, it was the epicenter of this crisis. People were just thinking that we will never be able to give treatment to poor people. It was denial every single place, single corners of this country. But we moved from denial to taking responsibility. Today, South Africa is one of the success stories of our response in the world. Today, I can say that we have more than 4.2 million people on treatment. In 2000, we had only 90 people on treatment in this country. I said 90, and today we have 4.2 million people. We are reducing new infection. We are reducing mortality due to this disease. So I can say that we are winning. We are really demonstrating that we can break the backbone of the epidemic in this country.
I love that. I love that. So 9 a.m. today, you're going to be launching the report. Exactly what will be taking place?
I think this report, we want to go back to community because we have to remember all this transformation happened because activism. TAC was at the front, asking for transformation. Civil society movement helped to break this conspiracy of silence around. So we want to go back to Khayelitsha, to launch this report, to say to the world that today we have more people on treatment than people waiting for treatment. Nobody could believe on that one. More than 20 million people on treatment, and we are eliminating the transmission from mother to child. I remember being here, we had more than 70,000 babies being born with HIV. Today we are talking about 6,000. We are talking about almost eliminating the transmission from mother to child. 95% of the pregnant women who are HIV positive in South Africa today are accessing to services. It's not done. It's not over. We need to continue. But that's why we are in Khayelitsha, to remain to the world that those movements change the face of this epidemic with the right policy, with a committed minister of health.
I love that. And finally, what is the strategy of UNAIDS for the next 5 years?
I think we have to really address, confront stigma, discrimination. I'm seeing my brother from Zimbabwe here, one of our best musicians in this continent. The first things he did is to give a voice to voiceless, to break this conspiracy of silence, but confronting stigma, discrimination. That will be the way forward, making sure that people who have been left behind could get really services, so they will not run away, go underground because their social status. But also, adolescent girls is my challenge. You know, any places we are going, we are saying that, unfortunately, those adolescents are continuing to be infected. And we want to put more light on this issue by making sure men can have access to testing so they don't continue to infect our adolescent girls. Stopping violence, going to school, giving them chance that they can stay at school. Any additional year of schooling in secondary school reduced by 15% the infection rate. So it's important for us to continue to do that.
Very important.
And we will, of course, announce today that we will appoint one of your citizens, Khayelitsha Abdul Karim, one of the best researchers we have, as our ambassador, special ambassador to deal with issues of adolescent and HIV/AIDS.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Sidibé, for sharing those groundbreaking results. And of course, like you said, we've come such a far way, but we've still got so far to go. But it's been amazing to see how things have changed over the years with regards to HIV and AIDS.
Thank you very much
Thank you
for receiving me.
Oh, thank you for joining us. Well, the launch of the new World AIDS Day report takes place later this morning at 9 a.m. in Khayelitsha. So make sure you keep an eye on our social media platforms later today as we'll post more information.